Hey, what is up, guys? It's Brennan here, and today we're going to be comparing Square versus Shopify, which is the best platform for you to use in your business. Whether you need to sell physical products online or in person, whether you have an e-commerce store that you're looking to build, or if you have a brick and mortar business that you're looking to build, that's what we're going to be breaking down here in today's video. And before we dive into things, I do want to mention you can go ahead and check out that first link down in the description box below if you are interested in getting started with Shopify, or if you do decide to go with Shopify. Right now they are offering a free trial where you can get 3 months of Shopify for $1 a month on select plans. Again, you can find that at the first link down in the description box below. That's brennanvalesky.com/Shopify. It will take you right over to this page here where you can get started with a Shopify free trial. And without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into comparison of, again, Square versus Shopify, which is the best platform. So first, I want to give you a little bit of an introduction to each of the different platforms. We will also be covering, of course, the pros and cons, pricing, and really how each of them stack up and who each of them are best for. Now, in a quick nutshell comparison of really which is best for what type of person, overall, I would say that Square is definitely best for those businesses who need to sell brick and mortar. Maybe you need point of sale hardware, you need to sell in person, physically in a retail location, maybe you're a restaurant, a salon, you need to book appointments. Overall, that is the business owner that Square is most designed for and best for. Again, brick and mortar, in-person sales with point of sale hardware. That's really who they're focused towards, and overall build their software and their overall platform around. Whereas Shopify is best for those larger e-commerce focused or e-commerce driven businesses where you have an online store. Maybe you are a larger size business as well, then maybe Shopify can make a lot of sense for you. Ultimately, Shopify is best for building an e-commerce store, building an online store. Overall, really, Shopify is built for that. They do still have point of sale hardware, but overall, they're most best optimized for building out an online store and selling online, whether it be on your website, through social media, just driving all those different digital channels to your e-commerce store and your website. Shopify has tons and tons of customizability and really powerful capability for managing lots and lots of transactions and the size and scale to building out your online store exactly how you want it, and really offers very scalable features as well for building out an online store. Tons and tons of dynamic ways to edit your online store. So that's really who each of them are best for overall. Now, you can, of course, do point of sale and e-commerce and sell online with both platforms, but ultimately Square is definitely best for brick and mortar point of sale, whereas Shopify is definitely best for online stores and e-commerce driven. So hopefully that kind of clears up that best of distinction there as which platform is best for that type of business owner or consumer. Now, in terms of breaking down further what each of the platforms have to offer, of course, just breaking down Square overall, Square is a platform that can, of course, power your entire business. They have a wide variety of different products and services overall, maybe even more than Shopify overall, really, in terms of their total product stack. You can have an online store completely for free with Square, which is really nice if you're a brand new business owner and you're looking to start an online store for free. You can do that with Square, which is cool. They also have their point of sale hardware. You can also get a completely free credit card reader, MagStripe reader through Square as well in their point of sale hardware. So if we take a look at the products and point of sale, as you can see here, you have your different point of sale hardware. And we go down here into past eternal. As you can see here, reader for MagStripe. You can get a completely free mobile credit card reader through them. So that's really cool. If you're brand new, of course, you can claim a free reader. So that's a nice benefit and perk to using Square, at least if you're just brand new and getting started and you want to accept payments. That's a nice benefit, clearly, with using Square, is you can use their reader for MagStripe. In terms of other products and services that Square has to offer, of course. Beyond that, they also have invoicing, online checkout links, virtual terminal, social media sales, payment processing, of course, you can do that. In terms of customers, you also have marketing channels, messages, appointments. Their appointment booking software is really solid with Square Appointments. So again, really catering to those maybe salon owners, massage therapists, types of brick and mortar in-person businesses, and everything sort of ties together as well within the Square ecosystem. Beyond that, in terms of what else Square has to offer, they also have loyalty programs as well. Of course, they do still have website templates and things like that. You can also utilize their banking services. So they do actually have banking solutions, as well as paying your staff. So they do have payroll, scheduling, all of those kind of things. So they really cater to being an all-in-one solution for small business, mid-sized, or even larger sized businesses as well. Again, if the main focus of your business is really selling in person. So overall, what Shopify has to offer in terms of their solutions and what is Shopify, they allow you to, of course, build your business online with your e-commerce store. You can sell offline as well with their point-of-sale hardware. They do have point-of-sale hardware available that you can sell through. You can also set up multiple different locations, things like that. Their main focus is building an online storefront. They do have tons and tons of different app integrations as well within the Shopify App Store, well into the thousands of different Shopify apps that are available. If you want the most flexible customization in an online store, definitely go with Shopify for that, because they have way more app integrations, just way more options in general for customizing your online store, making it exactly how you want it. Especially, hey, Square has their free online store, but Shopify, you have way more scalability, more customizations. We'll be getting into the pricing in just a little bit here if you're just interested in the pricing comparisons between the two platforms as well. So overall, what else you can do with Shopify? They also have different sales channels, like I mentioned before, and they have a really nice converting checkout, which is super nice. Again, one of the top reasons is just because they're really well focused around e-commerce. Beyond that, you can still build out and power your retail store as well. Although Shopify doesn't necessarily have as many capabilities for salons or restaurants and things like that, you do have to use more third-party app integrations if you are looking to build out maybe appointments and things like that in your point of sale setup or for your business. But if you're just really selling physical products, clothing store, things like that, retail store, Shopify is really great for that as well. Beyond that, of course, they do also have a wide variety of different marketing tools. You have email marketing all built in as well, which is really nice. So Shopify is still another great platform as well. Now, diving into the pricing comparison of Square versus Shopify, I'll say overall, Shopify definitely a little bit more expensive. It is nice they do offer a free trial. Of course, that does help. And if you want to try out the platform, again, you can feel free to check out that first link down below in the description. Whereas Square does have a completely free version that you can start with as well. And it is completely free. It's not a free trial with Square. You can just sign up for free on their free version. Whereas Shopify, again, it is just a free trial, but you can try them out as well. Overall, Shopify on their monthly plans overall is definitely more expensive than Square. So if you just want the cheapest option, go with Square. You will be paying a little bit more with Shopify, but you do get a more premium e-commerce experience. And that could be worth it for some of you guys who are maybe looking to scale. You definitely have more customizations built into Shopify than you do with like Square's website builder. It's a little bit more limited in the e-commerce side of things. Of course, just if you're looking to save money, then Square. But if you want maybe the best e-commerce platform and online experience, maybe it makes more sense for you to go with Shopify. Maybe you don't need point of sale things like that. Maybe you don't need to sell in person. Shopify is definitely more focused for online and selling on an e-commerce store. Diving into the specific pricing plans that they have available between Shopify and Square in terms of what they start at, I will also mention a quick disclaimer. Of course, this pricing is accurate as in the making of today's video. Be sure to check out their pricing pages if you want the most realistic and up-to-date pricing. Have to get clear that up there with a quick disclaimer. Diving into Square in terms of their plans. So, of course, they do have a completely free version that you can start with, and you just have your processing fees, you're going to have processing fees on any platform that you look at, whether it's Square, Shopify, or anywhere else. You're still going to have those processing fees for processing credit card transactions. You can't really escape that. They might be slightly different depending on the plan that you have. Usually, like if you go with Shopify's more expensive plans, you can save a little bit on processing fees. I believe Square may offer that as well on some of their more custom plans. You can save a little bit on processing fees, but overall, they have their free, plus, and premium. So their plus version, of course, a little bit more expensive. A lot of people do just fine with the free version. One thing to mention with Square is that they do charge a bit for each of the different add-on tools that you need. This is most comparable to some of those third-party Shopify apps that you may have to pay for, depending on if you need it. You don't really need apps for the most basic functionality within Shopify. The regular plans do have quite a bit of functionality within themselves, but it is worth considering, and probably the most accurate comparison if you're just looking at what may be your additional monthly fees. Whereas, Square, you have the base version, and you could do the Square point of sale for free. You can do their online store for free, but they do charge, of course, for email marketing add-on with Square, as well as text message marketing they add on, as well as payroll. Payroll is a more premium service, so you would expect to pay for that. But some of these other features, invoicing is free, but some of the other tools that they have, while a lot of them are free and start at free, their loyalties is paid. So you do pay a bit of money for some of their add-ons. Now a lot of them are still free add-ons that you can add into your Square platform and your Square account, but some of them you do have to pay for. So it is something worth considering in terms of paying for some add-ons that you may have with Square. Now, again, ultimately the best decision is really breaking down which best matches your business type at the end of the day. But taking a look now at Shopify's pricing plans and how they compare. So Shopify does actually start at $5 a month currently with their starter plan. That's their cheapest plan that they have available. It is a relatively new plan. I do have a review of that plan going more in depth on, exploring the starter plan and what you can do with it, with the capabilities. Of course, feel free to check out that video on my channel. You can just search for, Brent Valesky starter plan, Shopify starter plan, or something like that. Shopify starter plan review, pros and cons, things like that. I do have a video going over that. It is a relatively newer plan. It is a cheaper plan where you can just sell through your products through social media and messaging apps. You don't get a full website, but it is another alternative Shopify plan. I figured I would mention this video here today because it is the bottom tier, is the cheapest plan you can get with Shopify, which $5 a month is pretty reasonable, of course, accurate as the making of today's video, but their starter plan is a good, cheaper alternative solution if you don't necessarily need an entire website, but you still want to have their great fast checkout, their product management system, and being able to sell through social media and different messaging apps. The nice thing about that too is as you continue maybe to grow and scale your business, you can always upgrade within Shopify to their basic or other plans, and all that data and all your products and all the information would still be synced in your Shopify account for your Shopify store, which is nice. Now, comparing the other plans, again, like I said, Shopify is definitely a little bit more expensive for just getting a store off the ground. Their basic plan currently is $39 a month. Then you have their Shopify regular plan is $105. Then their advanced plan is $399. Now, advanced, not many people, or even really the mid-level Shopify plan, not unless you're a much larger mid-size or even some smaller businesses. Realistically, if you're a beginner, you definitely can get by with just the basic, where you get a website store, you can ship your products, process payments, and do everything that you would need. Now, you can save a little bit of money with their yearly plans. They do have that available as well. But I figured I would show you the monthly as well. You can save a little bit more money if you're billed yearly. That's another option that you do have compared to the monthly with Shopify. Of course, they do have their free trial for $1 a month right now, or you can get that for first 3 months when billed monthly. Again, first link down below in the description. Now, in terms of credit card rates, again, very comparable, basically the same as Square. You can save a bit more money on credit card rates with Shopify's base, with their advanced plan, or the Shopify plan. You also have on the basic plan, you have 2 staff accounts. If you need more staff accounts, you do have to upgrade beyond that. You can also add point of sale on in terms of adding point of sale in the different plans. It is an add-on if you need more than just the light version. So POS Lite, you can sell in person at retail stores, pop-up markets, but if you do need, the more advanced brick and mortar setup with faster workflows, more control over staff permissions, more in-depth inventory management tools, that is an extra $89 a month added on with the Shopify POS Pro per location. So again, that's where, if you really need point of sale, if you can get by with just their POS Lite, which you could depending on your overall volume, then that's fine. But again, that's really why at the end of the day, if you need point of sale, Square is maybe a better solution for point of sale. But Shopify does still offer it. Again, if you want to stick with the Shopify ecosystem and their platform, again, if you really are focused on building out a strong online presence and building out a strong e-commerce store. So again, another comparison is 24/7 support. So while you are paying a bit more money for Shopify, again, on a monthly basis for sure, compared to Square on their free version or even some of their other versions, you do have better support with Shopify. You have 24/7 email and English live chat support on all plans. And, the support is fine on Square, but it's not necessarily as great as Shopify's support if you are concerned with that. Overall, if you maybe need to call them or something like that. I've personally called Shopify. They are really great at handling issues and getting you on the phone with somebody who can help you directly within your Shopify store. So that is another consideration as well. Not necessarily a major one, but if you do want that help, you are paying for more premium help with Shopify. Overall, at the end of the day, they both give you online stores, point of sale hardware. You may pay a little bit more with Shopify, may be worth it for you. You may save a little bit of money with Square. It really, at the end of the day, the best comparison, like I got onto a little bit earlier, is deciding, hey, what is your business type? If you are a restaurant or an appointment company where you need appointments booked, or a restaurant, again, the Square is the best solution, especially if you are selling in person, right? Or even if you are more of an in-person retail location, then go with Square. If you need more of an overall e-commerce store, selling online, and you're really focused on selling globally as well, maybe selling internationally, and you need a better online store that's really catered to your brand and just having a much more dynamic online store experience compared to Square's free online store. While it's not terrible, you can get by with it, but you're going to have a lot better experience with Shopify's online store builder. I have a lot of different tutorials on the channel as well covering how to use Shopify and how to build out a Shopify online store. So hopefully you guys found this comparison helpful on Square versus Shopify. Ultimately, it really depends on the type of business that you're operating to decide which is best for you. Again, if you do want to get started and you decide to go with Shopify, or maybe you just want to try them out, of course, you could try Square for free, and you can also try Shopify for free at that first link down below in the description. That's BrentVolesky.com/Shopify. It'll take you right over to this page here where you can get started with a free trial. Enjoy 3 months of Shopify for $1 a month on select plans, currently as the time of making today's video. If you guys enjoyed this video or found this comparison helpful, comparing Square versus Shopify, Shopify versus Square, looking at the pros and cons, pricing, and everything you need to know, then be sure to smash that like button, hit the subscribe button as well, and notification bell so you're notified whenever I upload a new video. Anyway, guys, that's all for today's video, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.